everyone, I hope you had an awesome weekend. It is Miss O'Neill. We are back with a math lesson. Today we're going to be talking about regrouping tens. And you might be thinking to yourself, but Miss O'Neill, we already did that when we learned how to add. Can't you just give us another math game? Yes and no. We did learn how to regroup tens when we were learning how to add two-digit numbers together. And fine, we'll do a math game later on in the week, but today is going to be a little bit different. When we regroup tens, when we are subtracting instead of adding two-digit numbers together, it gets a little bit different. It's almost like we're doing the exact opposite of what we were doing before, okay? So this one's going to be a little bit tricky. You're going to work with me in your practice book after we do this example together, okay? And our quick tip for today, remember that you can regroup 110 as 10 ones. This 10 stick and these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These, can you see, 10 ones and 110, they're the same thing. Right? If I go to a store and they tell me a piece of candy costs 10 cents, I could give them a dime, 10 cents like this, or I could just give them 10 pennies. These are both the same thing, okay? So keeping that in mind, let's do our first, one went up my sleeve. All right, example. So our first example is, let's say that we have the number 24. We're pretending we have the number 24. How many tens are in the number 24? Awesome. 2. And how many ones are in the number 24? 4. Amazing. 2 tens and 4 ones. And now it is time to regroup. But you're probably thinking to yourself, Miss O'Neill, we don't really have to regroup that. We kind of already did all the hard work. Can't I just go play? Yes and no, you can play in a second, but we're going to do this math lesson first, because when we are subtracting, we need to regroup the tens to give us some more ones. We need to regroup the tens to give us some more ones. So over here, I'm going to say that we have 110. Okay, I'm taking 110, or probably be a little bit more helpful if I had these in my hand. 4 tens, not 4 tens, 4 ones, and 2 tens right here. I am going to bring them from here to over here, but in a different way. I'm going to lose one of these 10 sticks. Is this the same thing? No, I have 110 and that checks out. I have 4 ones and that's okay, but I'm missing the 10 stick that I dropped. So what am I going to do? Add it to the ones. What's 4 plus 10? 14. Wonderful. Because we remember, we can regroup 110 as 10 ones. So that's what I did. Over here I had 2 tens, over here I have 1. Over here I have 4 ones. Over here I have 14 ones. These are the exact same number. They're both 24. This one just has a lot more ones. All right, I'm going to go ahead and erase this. While I am, you are going to open up your math practice book to where it says practice 12.3. I think it's page 74 or page 75. We're going to do the first few problems together. On your page, it says to use work mat number 3 and 10 sticks and 1's cubes. So you don't have work mat 3 with you. What you can do is, if you want to, you can use an extra piece of paper and then just take your whatever and write on it. Or underneath today's lesson on our website, I linked the Math Learning Center website, and that has tens and ones on the computer that you can use and move around, okay? So I think that might be pretty cool to use as well. So make sure you have something to write with, you have your practice book to the right page in front of you, and you have your way of manipulating if you want to do that right now. All right, let's go over number 1, even though number 1's already done for us. Number 1 says 73. How many tens are in 73? Awesome, 7 tens. So that must mean there are how many ones? Awesome sauce, 3 ones. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tens here. And 3 ones here. We have 73. And now I'm going over here and I'm going to regroup. Remember, when we regroup, 1 10 is going to be now 10 ones. So I'm going to get rid of this. So now I'm going to add 10 ones over here to get us the same number. So I got rid of a 10 stick to put in 1 sticks. And now I'm coming over here. How many, let me flatten it out a little bit so it's easier to count. Cool. How many tens do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 tens here. So I'm going to go ahead, write 6 tens, and now we have to count all of these ones. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 2 here, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 ones. So let's double check my work. 7 tens and 3 ones over here. I regrouped it, brought one of my tens down over here. So I have 6 tens and 13 ones now. Are you noticing a little bit of a pattern start to come out here? Let's see if we can keep that pattern going with our next question. So the next number that we have, I'm just going to erase these real quick, is 57. 57. How many ones are in 57? Oh, you're right, 7. I thought I could trick you. You're too smart for me. All right, 7 ones and how many tens? Wonderful. 5 tens here. So let's go ahead and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yep. 5 tens and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones. 6 ones? 7 ones. Awesome. 5 tens and 7 ones. We're going over here. We're going to regroup. I'm going to trade one of my 10 sticks for 10 ones. Put that down. I'm just going to pick them real quickly up in my hand. Cool. And now we're coming over here. How many tens do I have now? Wonderful. Just 4. And before I count out all of the ones that are in my hand, how many ones do you think we're going to have over here? If you guessed 17, you have the right answer. Because remember, we're taking a 10 from up here to bring it down over here. 5 tens into 4 tens. 7 ones, and then remember 1 10 is 10 ones. We put that over here. So let's count really quickly and see if we're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Amazing job. We have a right answer here. We regrouped 57 from 5 10s and 7 1s into 4 10s and 17 1s. Let's do one more together. We did number 1 and we did number 2, and now we're going on to number 3. 65 gives us how many 10s and how many 1s? How many 10s? Awesome. And how many 1s? Wonderful. 6 10s, 5 1s. Let's do this one without our 10s and our 1s manipulatives. I know that 1 10 is going to come from this 10 spot into the 1 spot. What is 6 minus 1? Wonderful. Amazing job. And I know that I can regroup 1 10 as 10 1s. I'm bringing my 10 down to the 1 spot. So this 15 isn't going to be a 15 anymore. It's going to be... Darn it, I gave you the answer. It's going to be 15. Our 5 changes from a 5 to a 15. Because remember, we're taking 1 10, we're bringing it down here, but we have to swap it out for our 10 1s. All right, wonderful job. Sorry about my little mistake there. All right, I know this one is a little bit tricky. We might spend 2 days on this, I think. So what you're going to do for after this video is go ahead, finish up this practice page, and tomorrow we will go over the rest of the answers to make sure that everybody's on the same page here, okay? All right, wonderful job. Love you lots, and I miss you a bunch. I'll see you really soon.